आज खान साहब का अरब टीवी को दिया गया इंटरव्यू देखें और इंटरव्यू में उसने क्या क्या बातें की और कौन कौन से इंकशाफात किए, और जो औरत उससे क्वेश्चन कर रही है वो मुसलमानों का लीडर है और किस तरह वो उसके क्वेश्चन का आंसर कर रही है, देखें।
Imran Khan is the former Prime Minister of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan. He's the founder and chairman of Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf Party, PTI, and the former cricket champion who led the Pakistan team to victory in the 1992 Cricket World Cup. Mr. Imran Khan, salam and welcome to Al Mayadeen. This is the proximate aspect. I'm Zainab As-Safar. So good to have you, sir.
My pleasure.
Allow me to start, sir, by asking you, the internationally acclaimed American linguist / philosopher Noam Chomsky's impression about you is, quote, if Imran Khan were running, I will take time to vote for him. I don't think anything happened that justified his expulsion from the political system, unquote. Today, at least 77 court cases have been filed so far against you. This is the latest update and counting, perhaps. Who is behind these cases? Is there a specific side or person that you can name, sir?
Well, we have been taken over by a bunch of criminals. Pakistan, the reason why our economy, which was going through its best performance in 17 years, in terms of growth rate, in record exports, record agricultural production, record taxes, industrial growth, and IT exports were just improving. So a country that was going through its best period in 17 years as far as the economy went, despite 2 years of COVID-19, our government was removed through a conspiracy. Mm-hmm. The conspiracy was led by our ex-army chief. Mm-hmm. He combined with these two crooked families who had been ruling Pakistan for 30 years. And I had replaced them. So he brought them back, mm-hmm. and there 61% of the cabinet was on bail on corruption cases. So they were imposed on us. And now what has happened is that they're all petrified of elections. Mm-hmm. They know that my party, whenever there are elections, will sweep the elections. Mm-hmm. Out of 37 by-elections since we have been out of power, my party has swept 30 of them. So because they're scared of elections, what they want is they want to have me disqualified or put into prison or even killed, mm-hmm. because mm-hmm. we treat them as mafias. Mm-hmm. And so that's why you have 77 cases, and every day there is a new case. I have blasphemy case on me. I have sedition case. I have terrorism case. There are 3 terrorism cases on me. Mm-hmm. So, the whole idea is to remove me from the scene.
Right. So do you, sir, consider this as a political assassination? How do you confront this arduous situation? And what about the physical assassination? Who wants to liquidate Imran Khan? Give me a name, please. A specific name. Let's specify.
The assassination attempt on me was predicted by me. Mm-hmm. 2 months earlier, 6 weeks earlier, on 2 public rallies, I actually... in the rallies, I announced who was this attempt on me through a religious attempt. The decoy was supposedly a religious fanatic, but the people behind them were these 2 families, these mafias, and one of the intelligence agencies guy, which I named. Mm-hmm. Once I survived the attempt, I named this guy called General Faisal, who is in the ISI, an intelligence agency, and then there's the Prime Minister and there's the Interior Minister. Mm-hmm. Both the Prime Minister and Interior Minister have been involved in extrajudicial killing. Both of them have blood on their hands, and for them, assassinating an opponent was not going to be anything new, but joining them was this intelligence officer, General Faisal. Mm-hmm. These 3 were responsible.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. To add to all this, a prohibition order by Pakistan's Electronic Media Regulatory Authority to ban the broadcast of your speeches / press talks on Pakistani TV channels. Wow, I mean, why do they fear you that much? Anyways, what is... sir, your message to the people of Pakistan and to the world as a whole through Al Mayadeen today?
Look, they're banning me because they're scared mm-hmm. that we are now going towards elections. Elections are in 60 days' time, and the Supreme Court has announced election in the 2 of our provinces, which is 65% of Pakistan. The elections are in 2 months' time. Mm-hmm. So the reason why they banned me is because they don't want me to campaign. Mm-hmm. And why they don't want me to campaign, they're scared. Mm-hmm. Because, as I repeat, out of 37 by-elections, where the government had been supported by the government machinery, by the administration, by the establishment, by the election commission, and all parties on one side, 13 parties on one side, my party beat all of them in 30 of the 37 elections. So they're all scared. And that's why they want me out of the way.
Let's shift some gears and talk about the foreign policies. Mr. Khan, you have rejected the request of the EU ambassadors to voice an anti-Russian stance vis-à-vis the Russian military operation in Ukraine. How do you see the future of Pakistani-Russian ties and between East and West? Where does Imran Khan stand today, especially with the burgeoning of the China-Pakistan economic corridor?
Well, look, first of all, foreign policy is made for the benefit of the people of your country. So national interest means the interest of the people of your country. And foreign policy should protect the interest of your country. So when the European Union ambassadors asked me publicly, which is unprecedented, it's against diplomatic norms, they publicly asked me to condemn the Russian invasion of Ukraine. I asked them one question, that why did they not ask India to condemn the Russian invasion? Because India is a partner, an ally of the United States in what is called the Quad. So it's a strategic ally. So why did they not ask India? Why did they ask Pakistan? So that was my number one point, which is bizarre. I mean, how dare they interfere in our internal politics? Secondly, my idea of international relations, as I've just said to you before, are the 220 million people of Pakistan. We had negotiated with Russia, just like India, to get discounted oil, because after the Ukraine invasion, the price of international oil went up. And countries like us suffer when the prices of oil go up, because it causes inflation, which causes poverty.
Sure.
So we had negotiated this discount. Now, by condemning them, we were jeopardizing this. And my third point is that why is it morality selective for the European ambassadors or for the United States?
Exactly.
Because when it comes to their interest, they do not condemn what is happening in Palestine or what is happening in Kashmir, because Israel is their ally and India is their ally. But they want us to take positions
double standards,
on
sir.
international relations, which is their issue. And it's their issue. I mean, the European war is not Pakistan's issue.
True.
So they want us to take stand there where it can be very costly for our people.
Right. On issues pertaining to Pakistan, in a similar vein, definitely the issues of occupied Kashmir and Palestine are thorns in the heart of the Islamic Ummah in their common suffering and atrocities. In your perspective, sir, is there any viable solution for both issues?
Kashmir, the only viable solution is giving them autonomy, independence, according to the wishes of the people of Kashmir. This was the world community, through the United Nations Security Council resolution 70 years ago, was promised to the people of Kashmir that they will be able to decide their own destiny through self-determination, through plebiscite,
True.
whether they want to be with India or Pakistan. So they should be given the right. You can't, use force, and you cannot, through the barrel of a gun, keep people enslaved. So that is really the only solution. But unfortunately, I have no hopes for the current government in India, the BJP government. And Israel is the same with the Palestinians. How can you deprive people of their right to live as free, liberated human beings? So it's the same thing is happening. Unfortunately, there is this very hardline Israeli governments that just, for some reason, will not understand that where are the Palestinians going to go? And how long will you keep them imprisoned like that, or in an open prison? You have to give them their rights sooner or later. Otherwise, this problem is not going to go away. But unfortunately, I don't see much logic and reasoning amongst the hardline Israelis.